Velocity TV begins now.
Well, talk about being kind of a little tad bit beyond the eight ball already, but good evening, everybody. Welcome to Full Velocity TV here live tonight in Brazelton, Georgia, Volusia Speedway Park. Great to have you all aboard this evening. Phil Cass here, along with my broadcast partner, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton here live on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch TV. Thank you all out there tuning in this evening. Great show ahead over here at DWR, Dirt Warrior Racing. A little bit of Sunday night shootout. Open setups here, street stock racing. Volusia Speedway Park is where we're at here tonight. The very fast half-mile heat race number 1 already out to the racetrack, so we'll dive straight to it. On the pole was car number 14 of R.J. Klein with the 84 of E.J. Jones alongside. Row number 2 of the 20 is Greg Turberville, flanked by the 23 car of Lon Franks. Row number 3 with the 07 of Justin Pruitt. Derek Dubry rolls off 6th aboard the 117. Alex Brewer rolls off next aboard car number 1. Ryan Bronson in the number 6, and rounding out our 9-car field for heat race number 1 will be car number 78 of Richie Ryan. The field working its way, Todd, around the speedway here. Next time around, we'll be Green Flag Racing. You locked and loaded, ready to go? I think we're all set and locked.
Definitely locked and ready to go here. Field is restacked and repacked as they enter the back straightaway here at Volusia Speedway. It's going to be the 14 of R.J. Klein and E.J. Jones, Turberville, and Franks there. Those are your front 2 rows. Those are where you're going to see the most motions happen here very early here into the corner. I believe you're going to see some of these guys really try to jump down to the bottom here at Volusia. We'll see what happens here. Pace car takes that hard left-hand turn. Green flag is in the end. We're racing at Volusia Speedway down into turn number 1. E.J. Jones on the top shelf of the speedway. And then number 84, Machine Klein battling back down to the bottom side in the 14 machine. Here comes Lon Franks to the outside.
Yeah, Lonnie to bring it 23 to the top shelf of the racetrack for the first time at turn 3 there. 2 and 3 wide on behind. Turberville gets stuck in the sandwich. Black car to the bottom, I believe, was Justin Pruitt, the 07, making something happen. He's already up to 4th here, Todd. He split it 3 wide. He made it work. The 07 up to P4 as a hit turn 3.
Look at that beautiful wide angle screen down the back straight away here. You can see the top 4 when they're running off of turn number 4. It's still E.J. Jones, the 14 of R.J. Klein running in that 2nd spot. Greg Turberville running in the 6th position, now dropping back from his 3rd running position there. Now it is Lon Franks running in that 3rd spot. 07 of Justin Pruitt and Alex Brewer round out your top 5 right now in that number 1 machine. Turberville in a nice battle there for that 6th spot. But meanwhile, back up front, looks like the 14 of Klein starting to track down E.J. Jones as we got 5 laps remaining.
5 laps remaining here. Heat race distance, 8 laps. Top 4 will transfer on to the A main. Right now led by E.J. Jones with 2 car lengths over R.J. Klein to turn number 3. Lon Franks in for 3rd. Justin Pruitt's 07 currently runs 4th. Those are the guys on the inside looking out. The outside looking in. You find guys like Alex Brewer. You got Greg Turberville's back there. Derek Dubry's 117. You expect him to start marching forward as well. That's 3 really good drivers outside the top 4. Nobody faster right now than E.J. Jones, but R.J. Klein going to give him all he can handle. 14 car on the march looking low off of 4.
Yeah, 3 laps remaining here at Volusia Speedway. It has been E.J. Jones so far, but here comes that 14 of Klein down to the bottom side, trying to make something work. Gets a tad bit loose there. That 14 machine does not have the forward bite. Coming off the corner down the back, straight away into turn number 3. Klein going to try to mark another challenge up here in turns number 3 and 4. Drifts up the track just a little bit of a push in the 14. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway here for 84 of E.J. Jones. The 14 seems to be getting better through the center and in the back straightaway there, Phil, I should say. There in the 14 machine. Not able to close the gap, though, through 3 and 4. Looks like his worst corners as White Silk in the air. 1 more trip around for E.J. Jones.
Yeah, and EJ is not a guy who makes many mistakes when he gets up front either. And the turn number 1 now for the final time. Off for turn number 2. 2-car lengths advantage over RJ Klein's number 14. You got Franks, the 23, in for third. Pruitt comfortably unchallenged, sitting off in the 4th spot. Off with turn number 4. Checkered flag going to go in the air. Give heat race number 1 to EJ Jones. RJ Klein in for 2. Lon Franks for third. Pruitt in for 4th. Those will be the 4 into the A main. 5th, you find Alex Brewer, Derek Dubree in for 6th, and Greg Turberville rounds out our fast 7 there. So we are through heat race number 1. This program going to move along really quick here tonight, Todd. We're already set for heat race number 2. You got that lineup handy for the second heat.
Yeah, heat race lineup for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole is Brendan Hoff. Outside of him is the 91. That's Tyson Pankow. Inside row number 2, starting at 3rd starting position, the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt, Barrett Bishop. And the number 3, he's found victory lane quite a few times here lately on Full Velocity TV. Searching for his first victory here in 2019. That's Barrett Bishop. Inside row number 3, starting in that 5th starting position, driving the number 10. That's Jason Salter. The 01 of Daniel Price rolls off 6th. 7th is the number 11. That's Kyle Moore. And outside of him is David Brewer aboard the 319. And shotgun on the field, driving the number 27. That's Daniel Cressat. Daniel in the number 27 machine. 9 cars out there, Phil. Right now we're waiting on the 27 to pull up to grid. So right now we have 8 cars out there. We expect 9 to be on the field.
Yeah, I see 8 to the racetrack as well, waiting for these guys to pull away on the start-finish line. iRacing Pace Truck pacing this field, getting ready to roll off to the grid. Want to welcome you guys to the show. We're going to thank our presenting sponsors out there. Of course, here at DWR, we got to start with Evil One Graphics. Going to look up these guys. Jim Revis doing some awesome work. All the guys involved in Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they are evil. Look those guys up. Fantastic wraps here for iRacing skins. As well, we're going to thank Spatafora Firearms. Check out Brendan's website, spataforafirearms.com. All the best makes there. You want new firearm, he'll give you training with your first weapon. Licensing for the NRA, discount rates. Check it out, guys, spataforafirearms.com. Also going to thank the guys over at dirtseries.com. We'll be back on the airwaves with them tomorrow night with the Randomizer Challenge. dirtseries.com, a place to go. Great league there, running Monday and Thursday nights. Check those guys out. They'll take great care of you. As will the guys over at CNC Racing Designs. Jameson and Earl, another great bunch of guys who do some tremendous wrapping here for your skins in the iRacing community. Check those guys out. CNC Racing Designs, part of our sponsorship group here. Also going to give a shout out to our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Thank him for all the contributions he gives to us, and thanks to all you guys out there watching Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. Like our link, share what's going on out there, and show them what's going on right here tonight. It goes down to the Volusia Speedway Park, heat race number 2 on the racetrack. We're getting ready to go green. Brenton Hoff, Tyson Pankow leading that field off with turn number 4. And Todd, we're green flag racing. 8 more laps here around Volusia.
Large pedal is down into turn number 1. It's off down onto the bottom side. Slide job maneuver here. Right up in front of Pankow. Pankow high-low switch down to the bottom here. The number 91 machine side-by-side battle down into turn number 3. Give Pankow the lead. Here comes Eichstadt. 3-wide battle there. Contact made between Eichstadt and the 3 of Bishop. Here comes Salter into the mix. He's way down on the bottom. Wow, racing going 5 deep down here, Phil.
Oh, man, you called it 3. They were 4 and almost 5 wide there off of turn number 4. Right now, give the lead to Tyson Pankow at 91. Brenton Hoff in for second. Look at that blue car on the bottom. That looks to be Eric Eichstadt's number 12. He's got to dig into the low side. You got guys like Salter's number 10 in there as well. Barrett Bishop's 3-car lock in the top shelf. That's a great 5-car battle. Remember, top 4 only transfer. Right now it's a 3-car of Bishop holding off Salter. That's a transfer spot there in turn 3.
3-wide battle for the lead. Oh, contact made. Eichstadt slides up the track into Hoff. 4 wide, even 5 wide down the front straightaway, Phil. This racing continues here in heat race number 2 here as these guys, fantastic show that these guys are putting on here up front, and they're leaning on one another, and that's racing. That's short track racing at its finest, dirt track racing at its finest. Coming off of turn number 4, Eichstadt's going to lead this time by.
He sure is. What a huge send by the 12th car to take the lead. Here comes Barrett Bishop to the low side now. They'll challenge alongside. Off of turn number 2, Eichstadt get the motor up high. Racing going back for third. Huff's number 24 holding off Jason Salter. You got Kyle Moyer's 11 car right there in the mix as well. This could race there all over the racetrack. Only 4 can transfer, which kind of sucks because all 7 of these guys, they're putting one whale of a show on. Nobody better right now than Eichstadt. He leads the field off of 2.
Yeah, Eric Eichstadt in the number 12 machine down the back straightaway, starting to pull away from the number 3 of Bear Bishop, and that's no easy task, let alone here down into turn number 3. He's going to get popsicle sticks in the air here off of turn 2. 2 more trips around Volusia Speedway for the 12 of Eichstadt. Bear Bishop starting to chase him down, though, into turn number 1 and off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Bishop about a car length and a half. He's within striking distance. He can pull a slide job here as we come down into turn number 3. Just trying to get up to the rear bumper here of Eric Eichstadt. His white flag going to come out. One more trip around Volusia Speedway.
And I'm curious to see how Eric will defend the slide job if he gets it here on the white flag. So he hit turn number 1 and 2. Bishop down to the low side. Eichstadt going to run up high. Does the 3 car have one more bullet left in the gun as they hit turn number 3? Let's see. He drives it down in there deep. Eichstadt going to slide it sideways. Take that low side away. Looks like he'll hold on. Eric Eichstadt going to pick up the win in heat race number 2. Barrett Bishop in for second. Brett Huff going to hold on for third. And the final transfer spot will go to the 10 car of Jason Salter. Holds off the 11 of Kyle Moyer by a fender. Tyson Pankow, David Price, Daniel Brewer. Those are your top 8 there in heat race number 2. That was outstanding racing by these guys. That was a lot of fun, indicative of what I think we're going to see for 60 laps here in our feature event coming up here very shortly. But we still got one more heat race left to go here, Todd. Heat race number 3 about to pull to the racetrack. On the pole for that one is scheduled to be car number 51 of Trace Williams with the number 99 of Patrick Solari alongside. Row number 2, the 21 car, the Evil One graphics machine of Jim Revis with the 010 of Casey Brunson alongside. Third row to the inside, the Iceman, Daniel Stiffel rolls off of P5 with the 06 of Matthew Everett starting in position number 6. Fourth row to the inside, the number 26 is David Klein, the 13 of Caleb Ramsey stacked alongside. So the call is out there for 8 cars, and I think through the initial look here, Todd, I believe we may have all 8 ready to jump to the racetrack. So we may get a full crowd here for heat race number 3.
Yeah, looking like we do have a full crowd here for heat race number 3. I believe this is the final heat race of the evening. Then we'll be going into consolation events here tonight, Phil. These guys getting locked and loaded here at Volusia Speedway. They just have one more trip, and this is what goes through your head, kind of. When you come down here, I'm going to tell you, Phil, you just got to put that visor down and completely clear your mind. And just going through the instance of what these drivers go through is as you're coming down through. If you're out there on the real track, you put down your visor. You got to put your thinking cap on, and you clear everything that's going in around you. And that's what these guys are going to contend to do here down the back straightaway. We're getting ready to go green flag racing off of turn number 4 this time by iRacing.com. Pace truck going to pull down into pit road. Just waiting on it. We're restacked. We're repacked. Just waiting for the loud pedal to go down, that green flag to go in the air. As green flag is in the air. And we're racing here with heat race number 3.
They are off at turn number 1 and 2. Trace Williams, Patrick Solari going to lead the field down there. Right away, look at Jim Revis going to come to the bottom. That 21 car to the low side. Up high alongside of him, you have car number 010, Casey Brunson. He's going to try to drive up to the top lane as well. Trace Williams going to lead Solari. They're too wide. Here comes Revis to the bottom. Racing going to lead to turn 1. He sure is. He's got up by a fender here in turn number 3. Does Revis drive it in deep? Does he put the pass away? Williams going to try to fight back up high, but give the lead down to Jim Revis. He'll clear that pass. Good battle up there for the lead. Good battle going on for third as well there, Todd, with the 71 of Stifler back there as well. I believe that's that third car on the bottom. That's Patrick Solari's number 99. Those guys are really going at it too. That's racing inside the top 4. They're in transfer spots. Stifler had a really good car early. Looks like he bobbled a little bit down to the low side, letting it 99 sneak back up into third.
Yeah, it looks like he got a wee bit loose there in that number 71 machine. Here comes the 99 Solari down to the bottom side. Solari is trying to get around the number 51 to Trace Williams. Once again going on the assault here through turns number 3 and off of turn number 4. We're going to see popsicle sticks in there. 2 more trips around the speedway here for the number 21. That Evil One Graphics machine, Jim Revis, down into turn 1. It is the 51 of Trace Williams running in that second spot. Third is Solari in the 71 machine is 4th. Daniel Stifler as they enter the back straightaway here to turn number 3. It's all Revis starting to make his gap grow here in the number 21 machine off of turn number 4. White Silk in the air.
One more trip around the half mile for Jim Revis, who's taken command of heat race number 3. Trace Williams in for 3rd. Solari in for 4th, or 3rd. The battle is for 4th. You've got Stifler back there holding off a very game challenge from Brunson in that red and pink 010. But off of turn number 4, give the 3rd heat race of the night to Jim Revis at 21. Williams going to come in for 2nd. Solari 3rd. Stifler going to hold on for 4th. Casey Brunson finishing up 5th. Matthew Everett, David Klein make up your fast 6 there. So we're already through, Todd, through 3 heat races, and it looks like the next on the docket, we are skipping all the way into our 60-lap main event. No consolation races tonight. We are going to do a lot of things here quick here this evening. So before we get underway for 60 laps around, 26-car main event field. What do you say we throw this thing trackside? We pay homage to this great country, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs.
Whoops.
From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home?
We're green. All right, guys, back here at Volusia. Had to get those sponsor plugs in here for Evil One Graphics. We're Green Flag Racing. 26 cars here taking the green flag 60 laps around the field, working its way into 3 for the first time. Pole sitter E.J. Jones leading the field. The race is on for second on back. Jim Revis, Eric Eichstadt, 3 wide there. Lon Franks there in the middle running for third. Barrett Bishop down low. Yellow flag going to come out of the speedway now. Yellow, yellow, yellow right on lap number 2, and with 26 cars out there for the main event, call it 25. You figured that had to happen rather quickly. I believe this one may have got Caleb Ramsey and Tyson Pankow around. So caution flag for the first time here. 25 drivers made their way out to the racetrack. Here at Volusia, Todd, it's a big, wide, sweeping kind of racetrack. 25 cars can certainly fill it up, make for a good race. The problem is early on, these restarts, you bunch these guys up, things can kind of happen. And right there off the opening lap, contact made, and I believe it was Pankow and Caleb Ramsey who may have got tussled up there. Tyson Pankow, the 91 car, goes around. He started deep in the field, 17th. Well, he'll roll all the way back now to 25th.
Yeah, not only that, Brunson involved too in the 010 machine, the 20 of Greg Tuberville, the 26 machine of David Klein. Those guys all stacking it up through the corner here. All started up there right around Daniel Stifler. And those guys getting out of shape up there, Phil. Chain reaction, slinky effect, as we say here on Full Velocity TV. And that caused Tyson Pankow probably to get the worst end of that one.
Hey, sure did. As we're getting set, I believe a restart here coming up next time around. You saw these guys put 3 terrific heat races on. They took everybody into the feature event with 25 cars here. Great call by the guys over at DWR. Nobody does it better than these guys as they work their way off of 4. Light's going to go out in the pace truck coming to the green next time. It's going to be E.J. Jones and Jim Revis on the front row with Eric Eichstadt and R.J. Klein in row 2. And Barrett Bishop and Lon Franks, Chase Williams, Patrick Solari, Bretton Huff, Jason Salter will be your top 10. Justin Pruitt, Alex Brewer, Daniel Stifler, Kyle Moyer, Derek Dubree, your top 15. Matthew Everett, Daniel Price, Greg Tuberville, David Brewer, and Casey Brunson. That's your top 20. 21st, we got Richie Ryan, Ryan Bronson, 22nd, Caleb Ramsey, 23rd, Tyson Pankow, 24th, and David Klein down on pit road. Number 26 car is 1 lap down. We're back to green flag racing, 5 laps in a Volusia.
Green flag, and we're racing down here to turn number 1. It's E.J. Jones back to his lead. Here comes the 21 of Jim Revis down to the bottom side, almost making contact, backs out of it there wisely. And then number 21 machine, the 12 of Eric Eichstadt, now down to the bottom side by side with Jim Revis. That's a battle for the second spot, as Revis right now has the preferred group. About the middle is where you want to be as of right now. The 12 of Eichstadt trying to work over the bottom side. Here comes the number 14 machine. That's R.J. Klein up to the top shelf of the speedway. That neon yellow machine, yellow and green, I'm going to say there. The number 14 machine working the top shelf. Barrett Bishop running in that 5th spot, trying to take over 4th too. So these guys are going on the assault and the defense here, up amongst the top 5. It's still E.J. Jones now starting to pull away from Jim Revis by a car length and a half. Oh, more contact. Around goes Lon Franks.
And that stinks. Lon goes around on the 23. Caution, you're going to come on the speedway. Trying to go on and take a peek at that. That looks like it may have gathered up a couple of cars there as well. The 23 definitely has gone around. Lon Franks around, running up there in the top 5, and now going to get sent all the way back to the back part of the field, working lap number 9. Second caution flag of the night. Think you saw that breakaway right on your screen. Lon Franks, number 23, turned in the wrong direction. Todd, I'm not sure how fast you can give us a look back at that or not, but Lon was up there racing in the top 5 or 6. Racing actually going to happen quick up there tonight, and unfortunately, Lon getting turned around. Not sure if he got loose or there was contact there, but either way, Lon Franks, who has been really, really solid here recently these last couple of weeks, he's going to have to come from deep in the field. Good news is he's going to have about 50 laps of racing to do so.
Yeah, it showed multiple angles on your screen already, and it looked like Lon Franks went in just a little hot there, got in the back of the 14. That is R.J. Klein machine, and man, he goes around and in front of the field here, stacking up the number 99 machine, the 51, the 24, Daniel Stifler, the 06 machine, the 1 machine also involved in that one. Not a lot of damage, but I'll tell you what, 23 probably a little bit worse than everybody else. Back end just a little bent up, front end bent up there in the Lon Franks machine, but looks like he just went in a little hot there, Phil. Wasn't expecting RJ to be as slow as he was through the corner.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Going back and seeing it there through the replay when you showed it back there, whatever reason I see on such a bad delay this evening, but we'll get the Spectrum cable later about that lag, but yeah, for sure. Got into the back of the 14. Around goes Lon's 23. Lon now going to have to go toward the back of the field. There's really bad delay over here for my end trying to watch back through the stream. So as we go back to real time, we're getting set to go back to green. The field in 3 and 4. E.J. Jones and Jim Revis going to lead the field. Eric Eichstadt, R.J. Klein, Barrett Bishop, Jason Salter. That is your first 3 rows. They're lacked and stacked and packed all together. We're green flag racing evolution. Look at that jump there for that 84 of E.J. Jones. He's going to run away and hide. Revis in there for 2. The battle is for 3 with Klein and Eichstadt. Bishop there as well in the 3. They fan out. Look at that picture down the back stretch.
Fantastic picture down the back straightaway here, and these guys making a little bit of contact. Rubbin is racing down the front straightaway. Number 12, Eichstadt stuck down on the bottom side here. 14 going back on the top shelf of the Speedway. RJ Klein trying to make something happen here at Volusia. Down the back straightaway, the 21 of Revis not going away here. Sticking with E.J. Jones this time. Out of turn number 4 is still going to be E.J. Jones. All E.J. Jones so far throughout this event. But I'm going to tell you, these guys are starting to come through the field like Jason Salter. The number 12 Eichstätt trying to make something happen there. Having a great run is Eric Eichstätt in that number 12. That car is beautifully prepared out there, I tell you. I kind of like that blue. It's slick looking.
Oh, it really is, and I'm a sucker for that neon yellow behind him there with the number 14 of R.J. Klein. Almost of that bright neon green onto a car as well. So that's two really fantastic race cars locked in a good battle for position number 3. But look at Jim Revis. He's going to give the 84 of E.J. Jones all he can handle down the back chute. Here comes that Evo 1 Graphics 21 to the low side. He pulls him alongside E.J. They're in a drag race for the lead off of 4.
Yeah, Revis starting to find something that the number 84 machine does not have. Revis able to work over the bottom side just a little bit deeper down into the corner. Able to pull up alongside of him. I was not able to finish off that pass, though, but it was a nice challenge for that lead. But Eichstätt now working down even deeper in that number 12 machine. He's trying to get around Revis. Revis right now holding on to that second spot. All these guys into a podium finishes with complete lap 16 or 17 of 60. And right now they're starting to single file out, but the number 10 of Salter starting to try to work over the number 3 of Barrett Bishop there in that 5th spot. So Salter trying to make some moves there in the number 10.
Well, that has really been an accordion effect back there for about 5th on back between Salter and the 3 car of Bishop. Breton Huff's 24 car back there as well. Those guys, they kind of come together and they pull back apart kind of thing, as Todd would call that the slinky effect. Well, we got that happening under green. They come together, they pull back apart. They hit 3 this time. They're single file. Give position number 4 or 5 right now to the 3 car of Barrett Bishop. Here comes Salter looking back to the low side. Up front, it's still E.J. Jones holding off Jim Revis. That good race for third still going on. Eichstätt and R.J. Klein. R.J. keeps playing peekaboo, Todd, along that left rear tire of the 12 car. Off of 2, off of 4. Does R.J. Klein have something underneath that 14 car? We saw it in heat racing action. Seemed like he had something going in the inside lane that nobody else could find. Can the 14 make that run on the 12? Right now, the answer is no as they exit 2.
Yeah, down in the back straightaway is the 21 of Jim Revis. Now right to the rear bumper again of E.J. Jones down here to turn number 3. Looks like he has a little bit of a run here. Diving down to the bottom side, trying to get around E.J. Jones. Just can't get that bite off of turn number 4. As we got a moment here, Phil, I want to let everybody know out there in Facebook Live that if you like what you see here on Full Velocity TV, make sure you hit us up with star donations. That's how we make everything a go here at Full Velocity TV. Make our upgrades, make some different things. This next couple of weeks, we're going to call it Get Phil a Microphone Upgrade. And right now, we're at $5.78 in star donations. So every star counts here so far. So we want to see some star donations. We're going to try to upgrade Phil's microphone here. Maybe even get a monitor here in the near future for him, because he's working on a really, really small monitor. And for many of you to know, that would be a fantastic thing for him, so he could see the racing a lot better here on Full Velocity TV. So star donations go a long way here. Yellow flag's going to fly, but got to make sure you get those star donations in. Let's help Phil upgrade the equipment this next couple of weeks. We're going to try to take in as many star donations as we can. We're going to get him a microphone, a snazzy microphone, just like I have over here.
That would be cool to have. I'd like to be able to play with the pitch and the bass in my voice and maybe sound like professional one day. That'd be kind of cool. Appreciate you guys. Stars, donations, guys. They mean an awful lot to all of us here. It really fuels what we do here at Full Velocity TV. We thank you guys so much for those, especially me personally here with this little venture that Todd's got going on. But yellow flag for the 3rd time here now in Volusia, working lap number 24, and just trying to run back on through and see where this may have kind of come from. And I can't confirm or deny, but I think something around the 11 car of Kyle Moyer. If you got a second, Todd, to go back and take a look, I'm seeing the 11 free fall through the standings. I think if you find Kyle Moyer's number 11, you may find exactly what happened to put us here under caution flag number 3.
As we go back through and look there, Phil, do not see anything with the number 11 machine, but that could be something not seen here. But we're going to see if we can look through and see if we can find something else here. Maybe The 11 machine was not involved in that one. Maybe got a secondary piece of that, the yellow flag that came out. But sometimes this is really hard to find here at Volusia, and it looks like a car I see, Phil, blinking in and out here on the screen as I just seen it start flashing in and out. It might have been even the 01 machine, and I think that's what's happened is the 01's going to reappear. Oh, Tyson Pankow there in the number 91. He's around. We're not sure why. Well, you know why now, Phil. Tyson Pankow is the one to bring out the yellow flag. Looks like he had a little contact there. We got cars blinking around too there. It was causing some issues there. But Pankow around in the number 91 machine.
All right, well, we knew there was something to see there, but caution come out on the speedway. Well, we're back to green flag racing. E.J. Jones leading the field now. They're in 3 and 4 for the first lap on the restart. They sprinkle out 2-3 wide off of turn number 4. Jim Revis now in there for 2. R.J. Klein able to use that restart, Todd. Put Carter 14 now up to 3rd. R.J. Klein now trying to look to the back of the 21 of Jim Revis. That's battling for the runner-up spot. They're in turn 3.
Yeah, R.J. Klein able to get around the number 12 of Eric Eichstead. Now right there to the rear bumper of the number 21 of Jim Revis. Good battle going on, and we're almost halfway home. We're right now on lap 28 of 60. 30 will be our halfway point here at Volusia Speedway. Just watching some of these guys race throughout the field, Phil. It's just one of those things is these guys fighting tooth and nail here for the first, second, third, and fourth spot. There's other guys throughout the field, though. Like, we're going to take a look at Justin Pruitt here and the number 07 machine. I mean, these guys are single file back here. Doesn't mean that they're not going to make their way through. Is yellow flag going to fly again? Not sure what happened this time, Phil. We're going to have to see who was involved in this one. I'm almost thinking it was Pankow again involved in another incident here. Nope, it was the number 13 machine of Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey involved in this one. So we're going to watch here on the screen, see what happened. These guys were bottlenecking up here. The 13 of Ramsey just going and minding his own business down here into the corner. We're trying to figure out what's going on here with the number 13 of Ramsey. What caused him to go around? The 51 caused him to go around. Is the 51 of Trace Williams. Trace Williams, Phil, was the initial cause of that one. It looks like he tried to go in the corner. Tuberville tried to diamond the corner. The 51 goes around, and that causes the 13 to go around. So sometimes, Phil, you have to really look deep and see what actually caused it in front of maybe even the 13 machine, the 51 machine. You had to go even farther in front of him. It was Tuberville making the diamond move down through the corner, and the 51 was there.
Sometimes it happens, and I see this was going on through 3 and 4, and I always say this when we come to Volusia, and I stick by this, and for whatever reason, I always seem to make the money back on it. There is an opening of the wall in the bottom of turn number 4 coming off of that corner, and for whatever reason, these street stocks, Todd, they love to use every piece of this racetrack, especially the inside lane through number 3 and 4 at Volusia. Problem is, that opening in the wall, those water barrels jump out at you. I've hit them enough times, and we've hit them a few times. I'm going to guarantee by the final lap of this race, we're going to get into the second half of the race now, working lap number 32 of 60 we're going to work in here. I'm going to make a gander that somebody is going to overshoot the inside of 4 and is going to bounce off those barrels, and it is going to be a main catastrophe, a melee that's going to gather up multiple cars. I say every time I come to Volusia, and I think 99% of the times there, Todd, I've been right on the money. We roll through 3 and 4 again. Pace truck going to duck its way in for cover. What do you say? 33 laps in. Let's go back to green flag racing.
Green flag's back in the air. Loud pedal is down. Back aboard the number 84 VJ Jones leading the charge down here into turn number 1. The 21 of Jim Revis. 3 wide battle for that third spot. And man, it looks like another car around there. It looked like maybe the 24 around. That's going to bring out a yellow flag, but there was a 3 wide battle going on for that third spot, Phil. But I believe the 24 machine won around here in the knot. I'm going to have to take a look down through. That would be Brenton Hoff in that number 24 machine. And we're going to take a look to see if I was actually, my eyes weren't playing games. Nope, it was the 24, and the 6 finished him off there, Bronson. But the 24 of Hoff around there, bringing out this most recent yellow flag.
And we do a little bit of more eye-pacing out there, but I want to thank you guys out there watching on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I see our buddy, old Josh Smith from DirtSeries.com has chimed in out there in the chat, and we're going to say happy birthday to our buddy Josh Smith, birthday today. So, Josh, happy birthday from all the crew over here at Full Velocity TV. We're certainly happy to come back over to DirtSeries.com tomorrow evening for the Randomizer Challenge. How random, I tell you what racetrack we are, what cars we're in, but we're going to find out tomorrow night about 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Racing action starts at about 8, so tune in tomorrow night here live on Full Velocity TV, DirtSeries.com, Randomizer Challenge. Happy birthday, Josh. Good to see you out there. Hope you had a great day, and I know we'll be talking a lot about those guys here tomorrow night. Can't wait to go back over to DirtSeries.com. Between those guys and the guys over here at DWR, the gang over at Hard Motorsports, Todd, we are really thrilled to have so many great working partners. It really makes these shows, we look forward to them night after night. It really is a good time. We made so many great relationships, get to meet a lot of these guys. It's really good times for Full Velocity TV right now.
Yeah, definitely really good times. Full Velocity TV getting ready to do something new here on Full Velocity TV. We're gonna start about middle. We're gonna start 8th position there. We're gonna ride aboard Daniel Stifler. Let's see how this is going to happen here, Phil, on this restart. Normally we see every car. We're gonna go aboard Daniel Stifler here in the cockpit as we get the green flag.
I like it. You take us for a ride with the Iceman. We're going to see what the field does here off of turn number 4. iRacing.com. Chevy Silverado ducks its way in. We're back to green. E.J. Jones leading the field. Jim Revis already looking to the low side there off of turn number 2 for the race lead. They're stacked up 2 and 3 wide behind. That in-car shot has to look really sweet right now as Stifler stuck right in the middle of a gaggle of race cars. 3 wide, 2 wide up ahead. Nobody quicker right now than E.J. Jones. He's got the field off of 4.
Ooh, I tell you what, I'm breathing deep here watching Daniel Stifler's in-car camera and watching him go to work there, Phil, is the man 3 and 4 wide racing. I don't know what something's got to give up through here, and you're just watching him go back to work here. It's fantastic just to see him and see what he does there in that 71 machine, but man, that is breathtaking.
Stuck back in the middle there, 3 wide. He was in the high shelf of the racetrack. He's going to dance it in the middle. Lon Franks is down low. 71 of Daniel Stifler giving us some really good onboard views back there, running on the back part of the top 10. Up front is still all E.J. Jones there, but now in for second, you can find car number 21 of Jim Revis. R.J. Klein's 14. Him and the 12 Eric Eichstadt. They have had a really good race going on for that 3rd spot. Give it now to Eichstadt. Here comes Jason Salter into the mix. Kleinsman drop kicked on all the way now back to the 6th spot as we now have more trouble back there. A couple of cars spinning around. Stifler's around on the 71. Yellow coming back to the speedway. Yellow. 41 laps here at Volusia, and it's our buddy, the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, gave us a really good in-car camera views there. Well, this one may be, Todd, in the spin cycle aboard that 71 machine.
Well, we're going to take a look here, and it all started with the first contact, initial contact. Even Lon Franks was involved in this one, and that he was able to stay away from that. But, man, the 319 comes in. 71 could just never gather it back up after the first initial contact. Oh, 24 up on 2 wheels, dancing up on 2 wheels, almost up and over for the 24 machine, but Stifler around, heavy damage to the right front or left front of that machine, and the whole front end of that machine has got a lot of cosmetic work. Daniel Stifler, a little bit of damage. Going to say probably the worst for the wear here. The number 24 machine did take some heavy front end damage too, but contact up front, and they could just never save it, Phil. The Iceman tried, but it was a valiant effort, but just was a no-go.
No, the Iceman definitely not a cometh here tonight. 71 car turned around. Daniel Stifler now going to have to work his way up from the back of the field here at Volusia, getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We're under 20 laps to go, 43 of 60 on the board. The story of the night has been a dominating effort by E.J. Jones. Really good time in qualifying. Won his heat race out there. Last week's winner is Carter 84, so looking to make it 2 straight here for DWR's Sunday night shootout series this week, tackling into Volusia Speedway. I believe this is race number 6 of the 8-race season. Been so far so good. E.J. Jones pacing the field. Jim Revis is knocking at the door. He's going to start outside the front row. Eric Eichstadt, Jason Salter, 2 more veterans going to make up row number 2. The 3rd row will be Barrett Bishop with R.J. Klein. That's some really super drivers there in the top 6. You look further on back, you've got Justin Pruitt's 07 back there running in the 7th spot. You've got Matthew Everett. You got Lon Franks back to the top 10. Pat Solari, he's got the 99 inside the top 10. That's a really star-studded, loaded 10 cars up there. Great runs going on by all these guys. How about Matthew Everett, the 06, a guy we don't talk a lot about there, Todd. The 06 car up there running inside the top 10. No small feat. Can he cap it off with a good run? We'll find out. We're back to Green Flag Racing. 15 laps to go with Volusia.
Yeah, 15 laps to go. 3-wide battle there for the second spot. Barrett Bishop peeking the nose down below Eichstätt and Revis there. Here comes Jason Salter motoring on the top shelf of the Speedway. And that number 10 machine, he's going to try to make a 3-way car battle there as he tries to split them up through the middle. That door closes. Another one tries to open there for Salter, going back to the top shelf. And look at the Everett's machine in the middle there. Here comes Justin Pruitt in the 07. He's up on the top shelf of the Speedway. Man, what great racing we got. And E.J. Jones looking at his mirror and going, go ahead, race on, guys, because I'm going to pull away and right off into the sunset. Number 84 of E.J. Jones is starting to pull away.
Yeah, and I've been kind of riding along with the 07 of Justin Pruitt, and somebody lit a fire under his ass because that car has been motoring forward here tonight. The 07 really digging at it, getting it done. Justin Pruitt right now looking like he's about 6th or 7th in a turn number 3. RJ Klein stuck up high. Barrett Bishop down low, up ahead. These guys are really getting after it here tonight in Volusia, but look at that lead for the 84 car of E.J. Jones. 7 car lengths off of turn number 2. That race is for second. 3 wide. Eichstätt up high. Revis in the middle. Here comes Jason Salter down low. 3 wide. Who's going to get fried off of 4?
Off of turn number 4, Salter on the extreme bottom, and that number 10 machine still 3 wide down the front straightaway into turn number 1. And what great racing we got going on here. DWR Sunday Shootout Series still 3 wide through the corner for that second spot. Eichstätt going to back out of it there on the top shelf of the Speedway. Revis now into second still, but Salter still battling hard down the bottom next to that wall. Side by side off of turn number 4. It is still Revis holding on to a slim margin over the 10 of Salter.
This is really great racing going on. Salter and Revis there. Eichstätt had to lift. That may cost him another spot as now Barrett Bishop has got around. I think if Eric didn't lift, I think he was headed to the cheap seats off of turn number 2. Probably the best way to save the race car. But up front, E.J. Jones is just walking away and hiding. The race is on for second on back. Revis holds off Jason Salter. Barrett Bishop now running to the 4th spot. We know Barrett's got a good car. They're side by side for 5th behind him as Justin Pruitt's to the low side of Eric Eichstätt. That's a hell of a drag race into turn 3.
Yeah, fantastic race going on. Is look at Pruitt coming up through the field there. No 7 machine put him into the top 5 in that 07. So great job for Justin Pruitt here in the 5th position. But 9 laps remaining here. We're already down the back straightaway. Jim Revis right now second. He's got his hands full there with the number 10 of Jason Salter. Salter challenging him here every step of the way through turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Salter now peeking back down to the bottom side here. It's going to be a battle for that second spot heating up, but cannot count out Barrett Bishop either. That number 3 machine, he's waiting to pounce there on these guys if they make any sort of contact. Well, guess what? Yellow flag going to come out. We're going to restack, repack this field, and we're going to have a different ball game once again here at Volusia Speedway.
We sure are. Caution flag on the Speedway. Looks like the 319 of David Brewer and the 24 of Brent Huff may be involved in this one. So caution flag once again. You kind of wish the flagger would take that flag and throw it away because these guys are really, really getting after it. But, Todd, you got a replay for us. Am I getting my money tonight? I think I'm getting my money. Show us what happened.
Well, we're showing what the 319 did, and he came up, made contact with the 14, and then drove into the Uke tires down to the bottom there, that little entrance. So he made contact with the 14 as he drove up the track, but he could not save it, and right into them Uke tires, Phil, as they were on the front straightaway, and that causes some damage there. Not as hard of a blow as I would have thought, but he did have contact to make it down there, but yet again, that gap claims another person.
Yep, there it did. I called it. I say it every time we come to this racetrack. For whatever reason, the bottom, I don't know if they need to widen it out, whatever they got to do. That opening of that wall claims somebody every single time, myself included. It's impaled me more times than, we won't go, we're going to go with that one, but we'll keep it PG rated here on Full Velocity TV. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Great crowd out there watching tonight. Facebook Live is alive. YouTube's been good. Twitch TV's out there rolling along. Full Velocity TV out here in a big way, starting out the week at DWR this evening with the Shootout at Volusia. Tomorrow night, scheduled to have the randomizer challenge at dirtseries.com. Waiting to hear if we'll be back with the guys at Renegade tomorrow night as well. They're on the schedule, waiting to hear word on that one. Tuesday, have a little bit of a night off. Then Wednesday, we come right back to it, back here at DWR for another round of Wednesday night street fights. Sets a stage what is going to be a really fantastic week of racing. Full Velocity TV is the place to be, guys, here every single night. Todd and Phil will be here delivering the goods as we do evening after evening with great racing action. We are back here off of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. 57 of 60 on the board. EJ Jones, can he hold off some more strong contenders? Here comes Revis. Here comes Jason Salter to the low side. We may be 3 wide for the race lead in turn 3.
3 wide for the race lead. Salter down on the bottom. Yellow flag is out, and I do believe that's going to have a 3 wide to the start-finish line. I do believe that's going to be it, though, Phil, as I don't think we're going to get a green checkered here, and that's not what we wanted to see here on Full Velocity TV. We were setting up for a great race, and I'm not sure what happened to bring out this most recent yellow flag. We're going to go to work and see what happened, but, man, tough break for some of these guys as they were just starting to go 3 wide.
And I'm not sure if that was a race to the win or not, but Jim Revis may have drove up there and stole one from EJ Jones. Last time at the line, it was .001. You heard me right, 001. That's as close as it could possibly be, isn't it? Jim Revis beat EJ Jones back to the line. They come across. It looks like the 84 will be scored up there. So I want to see how timing and scoring sets on this one. All I know is it come yellow and 2 to go for the line. So this one certainly is going to be over under caution. But Todd, one more look there. What did you find here for our final Full Velocity TV replay?
Looking through, not sure what happened out there, Phil. As we looked through, we could not find a car that was dropping through the field. Might have been Derek Dupree in the 117 machine. That's the only one that I could see, but he wasn't on the screen. He did a disappearing act. I'm almost willing to bet that was probably the 117 machine. As White Silk gets in the air here, he's going to have back-to-back feature wins here live on Full Velocity TV. It's going to be EJ Jones here on Sunday Night Shootout Series as we got the white flag. We got to say, barring anything that may happen in this last lap, maybe Jim Revis wants to just take him to the wall there and send him into the cheap seats, and then maybe Revis will win this one. But unfortunate there. It's going to finish under yellow flag. EJ Jones making his final trip down the back straightaway behind the iRacing.com pace truck.
Really good run for a lot of these guys here tonight. You got to give a shout out to guys like Patrick Solari, the 99 car, going to finish up in the top 5. Justin Pruitt in for 6th. Matthew Everett for 7th. Ryan Bronson going to rally back for a top 10 run. That's terrific for these guys. Off of turn number 4, yellow on the checker in hand. EJ Jones going to pick up his 2nd straight win here for the DWR Sunday Night Shootout. 84 going to go to victory lane over Jim Revis, Jason Salter, Barrett Bishop, Patrick Solari getting round out your top 5. What a dominating run here tonight for EJ Jones from the pole. Leads flag to flag here, all 60 laps. EJ Jones, this week's big winner for DWR Sunday Night Shootout.
Yeah, definitely going to have a probably party down in victory lane, as EJ Jones always noted for those parties there. And picking up the win here on Full Velocity TV. I believe this is going to be his first win of the 2019 season, Phil. It's young, but it's his first win here in 2019. He's got many wins in 2018, but first win here of 2019 is EJ Jones in that number 84 machine. So he lights it up here at Volusia Speedway.
Yes, he does. And we're going to head over toward their Discord over there at DWR. So I'm not sure if Todd's already locked and loaded over there or not, but we're going to try to move along to a post-race show over there. If we can't talk to our winner, EJ Jones, talk to Jim Revis, talk to third place running Mr. Jason Salter. So we'll move those guys around over there, let them prepare for the madness and chaos that is about to ensue on the post-race, and let Todd get all set over there as well as we jump from one platform to the next. All our in-race communications, got to thank TeamSpeak for. They do a great job here. The fantastic sound quality that comes out of here. And a lot of these guys racing nowadays, they like to do all their communication inside of Discord. So we try to make best with them. Go over there in the post-race show and bring you guys some of our post-race interviews there of our top 3. Just awaiting Todd to make his way over to the Discord so you guys can hear what is going on over there as well. So We'll give Todd here a brief minute to square himself away, and then we'll talk to our top three, EJ Jones, Jim Revis, and Jason Salter. All right.
Hello.
All right, we are over here in the Discord. I think I got my button working there. It was pounding on it there for a minute. It was not coming through. We have run down here to catch up at third place running car number 10 of Jason Salter. Jason Salva top 3, but God, tell us about that race you guys had. You guys raced the heck out of this racetrack this evening.
Yeah, man, the start of the race, I know I botched qualifying terribly. I had to start kind of deep in the heat race, and car was really slow in the heat race. And I figured that if the track ever slicked off, that it was going to be kind of quick, but I wasn't getting my hopes up too much. And then kind of started passing a couple cars, and track started to slick off, and it finally started coming together for me. And I had a lot of fun running there with Eric and Jim 3 wide for second there. It was a lot of fun, and I just couldn't quite get anything going there.
No, it was really tough there once that track got slick. But, you know, that last restart, EJ was fast all night long. You and Jim had that last bonsai run to make. You guys come off a 2-3 wide. If that yellow flag hadn't come out to end the race, did you guys have something to throw at EJ? Because I think you guys really, you were going to be 3 wide through 3 and 4. How do you think that was going to happen?
Man, the first time I tried to go to the bottom, it didn't really have a lot of speed. I could keep pace, but it wasn't fast enough to make any passes. But on that last restart, when I went down the bottom, it really felt like I had some speed down there. So I figured if we were going to have any chance of passing him, it was going to be right then. I figured that bottom come in right then, that last second. But thanks to caution, we didn't quite get to make it. Still there, Todd? I mean, Phil?
Oh, sorry about that. Losing the button again as I'm trying to work around a whole bunch of stuff over here. Too many monitors, not enough windows open. But yeah, you guys really did a great job out here tonight. Third place finish of these guys. That's always very, very hard earned. Finishing third to EJ and Jim Revis. That's got to be an honor for you as well. I'm going to toss you the mic one more time, Jason. Salute whoever you're going to talk to, sponsors, friends, family, whoever out there. You know how this works.
Well, eventually I'm going to get a chance to win one of these things. Maybe one day. But I'd like to thank all the guys for coming out here and running with us. The racing's cleaned up a little bit. It's a lot better than it has been for sure. We had a lot of fun on this track for sure. I'd like to thank Jim and Eric. We helped them put on this thing. This is their brainchild here, the Sunday night race. And thank Jim. Thank Trash Panda Graphics for putting a great wrap in the car, and Full Velocity TV for putting on the broadcast.
This was fun, man. Jason Salter finishing
Woo,
up.
go Jason!
Here he is. Jim saw us talking down here, knew I was coming that way, and Jim had to come down here and poke himself in the conversation. Jim Revis, man, you are getting so dang close to getting to victory lane. Another second place run. You had to have some fun with this one tonight. This is an awesome race.
Oh man, I had a blast racing with EJ and Eric and all of them up front there. It was just good. Had a blast. I think I was a little faster than EJ at the start of the race. I just couldn't get enough ump to go around him on the bottom, and we bumped a few times, and I let him know I was there.
I asked Jason the same question. I'll ask you now. That final restart, you and Jason get after it. EJ was just drove away and hid from you guys. This final restart, you guys give him a haymaker 3 wide off of turn. You guys were going to go through 3 and 4, probably 3 wide if that yellow hadn't come out. If this thing had stayed green, you guys worked that out. How was that going to end up with you, EJ, and Jason 3 wide off of 4 racing for?
Yeah, if it was on the last lap, you'd have probably had a real good show going on, because we'd have probably been bumping and banging to see who's going to get to be the first one at the finish line. The restart before that, when EJ took off and hid from us, that was my mistake. I tried to time EJ's start and I missed it, let off the gas, and then EJ took off. So that's where we fell back on that one. But I think me and Jason, I think we had something for EJ if we'd have went about 3 more laps.
Well, man, it's a good run for you here tonight. You're getting so close to getting down to the victory lane and talking to Todd over here at the home base. I know we've done this at DWR or Renegade a couple of times, but you are, golly, so close to winning one in your home league, brother. So we know it's coming. We're rehearsing up here for you. We're getting the stage set. I'm going to give you the mic one more time. Anybody out there to give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors. The floor is all yours, brother. Salute them all now and get this thing rehearsed right, because I think pretty soon you're going to be down there talking to Todd at Victory Lane.
I hope so, man. First and foremost, I got to thank everybody that shows up for this league on Sundays. It's a new league. We're just starting out, and I think we're going to continue it on for another 6 seasons and see how it goes. Second, got to thank Jason and Eric for help keeping the show going over here at DWR. Evil One Graphics, of course. Got to plug my spot there. And all the DWR guys, man. DWR guys, they're cream of the crop. I can't say enough about them. Got to thank you guys for doing all our broadcasts for us. Ain't nobody better that we could pick that we'd want over here. And all the viewers, man. Got to thank all the viewers for watching.
Absolutely right. Well, now all those guys out there watching, none of this is possible for us. Jim, congratulations, bud. One for the good guys out here tonight. Second place finish. Keep knocking on the door. That win's coming, brother. Keep.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate it, bub.
All right, that's Jim Revis here tonight, ending up in position number 2. He's getting close. But now we're going to go back down to Victory Lane, and I know Todd's happy to go down there because anytime we get to talk to E.J. Jones, the drinks are flowing, the beer is chasing, the food's hot, the girls are wild. Todd, it's another party with E.J. Jones 2 weeks in a row. Take it away, and I'll meet you down there.
Yeah, he's already popped open a beverage down here. E.J. Jones picking up the victory here tonight. 2 in a row here on Sunday Night Shootout, at least as far as I know, because I wasn't here the last couple of weeks here, but I had other issues. But
should have been here.
No, I wasn't here last week, but I didn't get to interview you last week. I hope you save some extra beverages for me this week because I'm extra thirsty here tonight, EJ. Tell us about that. They threw a haymaker there at the end. They went 3 wide on you. I didn't know what was going to happen there. As Salter was way down there, Jim Revis was there. You were able to run away and hide there early, but those guys started lurking around you.
I'll tell you what, last week since Phil got to do the interview, man, I know he really enjoyed those Michelobes down over there at the trailer. So, but man, it was sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be fast or be good. And tonight was just, it was one of those nights I think I kind of got a lot of the breaks that I needed because Volusia is honestly probably one of my worst tracks. This one and Charlotte next week. So, but put a little bit of time in. We didn't qualify first, so but kind of got put behind the 8 ball a little bit. But luckily, just had a real good heat race. We started on the pole and just tried to keep everyone behind us. I know Jim was a lot faster than I was about the first half of that race, and I was just trying to hold him off so he can get the track dried out a little bit. See, since I had the car set up for a lot longer run.
Yeah, indeed, it was a really good run, and it looked like you were faster there on the longer run as the laps are starting to take off. But there towards the end, it looked like the yellows that were playing were playing right into those guys' hands. Jason Salter coming from deep in the field there, number 10 machine. You had a few other guys besides Jim Revis right there knocking at everybody's door, but Jim really coming on the assault. If it would have stayed green there, you probably would have had your hands full just a tad bit more as it was 3 wide there, EJ. But fantastic race, never to say the last, and man, it's always great to see you down in Victory Lane. I believe this is the first one here on Full Velocity TV in 2019. I was quoting Phil as we were trying to go down through how many different winners we've had here on Full Velocity TV already. 2019, EJ Jones now finally into the winner's circle on Full Velocity TV for 2019. So again, congratulations on that. And I mean, it was a fantastic show.
It looked like a hornet's nest back there behind me there about a little bit after halfway when they were running 3 wide. And then The first half of the race, it was just kind of settle in, and Jim would get under me a few times, and I was kind of expecting for him to maybe try to slide up, use a little bit more of the track, and thank goodness he didn't. It was definitely great racing there with Jim tonight for sure, and I saw Jason come from deep in the field. I know Eric was up there as well for quite a bit of the race as well. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good race with all of us up front.
Yeah, indeed, a really good race there up front for you guys tonight. But I'm going to be microphone. The floor is all yours. You should be accustomed to this by now, EJ. Thank you. Thank you.
The bad part is I'm sure I always forget people still is the bad part.
Sticky notes. That's the key.
No, because if I start putting sticky notes on there, then I feel like I'll be expecting to do it, and I try to come in here not expecting to. That way, it makes me keep working. But got to thank the guys here at Full Velocity TV for doing the broadcast for us every week. Also bringing the hamburgers this week for the barbecue. Also got to thank my mom. Want to say hi to my mom. Thank her for bringing the alien secretion. Like I said, that stuff, it'll screw you up, and you will fall flat on your face before you know it. Also got to thank the guys at DWR, Eric, Jim, and Jason for bringing all the Michelob beer tonight so we can have a party before we go to work early in the morning. Guys at Cedar Cove Speed, Charles Cosper, Dylan Smith for hooking us up with some hot dogs tonight. Also, my other friend, Peter Delavan, who runs on the R Factor, let me use his setup before I got mine. Want to thank him as well. He was nice enough. He brought the sausage tonight. So we're going to grill. We're going to let the girls have fun over there. We're all going to BS. We're going to talk. We're going to talk about the race, talk about Wednesday coming up. And, hopefully Wednesday's just as good as it was tonight.
All right. I need to interject here, EJ. We got the party going on down here. The only problem is, where's the race car? I swear I see some jackass out there tearing up the 84 car on the backstretch like a demo derby. We jump out of the car, the party started, but you didn't kill the ignition of that thing. I
thought I left it in good hands, but obviously I didn't.
No, not quite. That car is back there. It looks like Todd after night of the Derby right now. But EJ, buddy, congratulations. Great job as always. This is a lot of fun. And you make your old head of this and getting Todd all sloshed down there before he's going to go to work tomorrow. So good job, bud. We'll do this again.
Hey, we all got to go to work, I'm sure, tomorrow. So, we'll go to work hungover. We won't be worth the crap the first half of the day. We'll go to lunch, and we won't be worth the crap the second half of the day after lunch. So it evens out for
It sure does. I'll remember that tomorrow doing dishes and laundry. So remember that. That is EJ Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's big winner here over at DWR is talk about domestication is one of those great things over here on Full Velocity TV. Thanks to all you guys out there tonight. This is a lot of fun. These guys really put one hell of a race on at DWR. Thanks to Jason, Jim, and Eric, all the gang over here, all the drivers who make this a great time. For everybody out there watching, Facebook really lit up here tonight. Guys, you are outstanding. Got to thank our buddy Martin Karcher, graphics guy, Jack Chewin, our backup hand for controls, Jake Keel over at Full Velocity Radio, and my buddy over here, Todd Stanton, the best in the business, calling out for stars donations. Guy wants to hook me up with a better microphone. I think we've been stoned here tonight. So if you're still out there, guys, couple of stars come our way. Let us show the love here live on Full Velocity TV. So for Todd, I am Phil. We'll be back here live tomorrow night over at ThirtSeries.com. Randomizer Challenge, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So for Todd, I'm Phil. We'll see you then. Back tomorrow night with more Full Velocity TV. See you.
Good night.